Welcome to my channel, Firebase Time. Today's presentation is Firebase Real-Time Database by Java Web App on Visual Studio Code. I'm going to create a simple chat application without JavaScript, and there's no form action. So just a simple unified chat application. So Firebase real-time database chat application based on Firebase authentication. You need to create a user based on the user. Once user signed in and create a chat room and can join another user and going to chat with each other. So please take a look at Firebase admin SDK and by Java Web App and part 1, 2, 3, 4 on my channel. So that you can implement Firebase or sign up, sign in, sign out, delete account, email verification, password reset, update profile, something like that. And first of all, you need to install Java SDK. I'm using Java version 8 for a long time. And then you need to install Java Maven project manager. And then if you like to use a web server, a Glass PC or Tomcat, I'm using embedded Jetty web server, which is very convenient. And then you need a Firebase account to get service for Firebase real-time database. And I'm using a Visual Studio Code. It's really easy. Um, rather than on NetBeans, on Eclipse, and other IDE, Visual Studio Code very improved Java extension provided by Microsoft. And then you can create Java project on Visual Studio Code and install the extension pack for Java and create Java project, Maven create from archive, Maven archive web application, and enter your group ID, artifact ID, and add you can add your dependency for Java X or Google Firebase dependency. Yeah, I already showed another video of Java admin SDK. Please take a look at so you can get all the information. And this is simple Glassfish web server on macOS X. And this is simple Glassfish web server set up on Windows. Okay, Firebase real-time database between Java serverless class and Firebase real-time database. There are kind of a different method. Java serverless class is blocking mode, which is the within the serverless class, it will be waiting until the method thread and then exit Java serverless class and redirect and re forward to Java server page. So you need to use countdown latch until patching is done. So, and also there's no data model, no access object required, just servlet class will be fine, and no JavaScript required. And Firebase database is non-blocking mode, and there are two kinds of methods. One is add a listener for single value event, just a one-time read, and another one is add value event listener is n-time read. And from the Java servlet write object, you need a map string object and then hash map, which is hash map, and then you can put based on Firebase user record, get UID, display name, phone number, and then you can add user record as a reference and set value and user data. And you'll see and Firebase data write objects shows user Firebase home and UID. Under the UID there are object display and email phone number key value pair. And Java servlet video object list based on a new array list. You can add one more Java utility list map, and then it will be a new array list, and then map string user and get the snapshot value, and then add user one object to object list array. And then another last one is Java servlet delete object and Firebase database get instance, and then database reference under main node, user node, and then get the child node UID, and then remove the value. That's it. It's quite very simple. Okay, let's go to command line utility, and so go to here, and I'm using on macOS and Mac on the command line tool, and then I'm going to stop this project, and then you see stop project, stopping project, and then I'm going to run again with the command maybe ambient jet run. Okay, and then let's go to Visual Studio Code. Let me show you briefly. Based on Firebase Admin SDK Java Web App presentation, I added two more Java server page, home page and host page. Let's take a look at home page. Home page, I'm using a tag library, Java tag library, data format, and then get the data Java class, data class, and list class, map class, and session class. And once a user signed in, can get access to the home page without signing. It require a sign-in page, and then simple HTML format, and then here listing map. So I'm taking a listing map from user list, and then also something error to show message error tag, and then the most important thing is here. I'm going to take user list based on C tag. So, and also here, so there's no JavaScript calling Java servlet, and JSP include home servlet, a flash true. And then based on getting these home servlet data, it'll be displayed here. And simple or card format provided by get bootstrap. And here a user variable, get the user list from servlet, and user variable, and then display user email and user phone number, user UID. And once user UID, and enter the user chat room. And it's simple, very simple. There's no JavaScript at all. Okay, once you enter the host, and the host, take a look at the host JSP file, and it's quite same, and C tag and data format tag and Java util, Java list, util map, and taking session, same as require sign in, and going down here, and also here there's no JavaScript, so just including Java servlet here. There's no form action method, so host servlet, and then getting the host ID. So in order to chat with each other, a group, which is actually group chat with each other within the group, and showing chat list and the simple table format, and then chat ID, chat username, chat message, and then just if you want to delete a chat, create a delete servlet and taking the chat ID, and then delete the message and submit. And then here is a sending message form action. Sending message requires a form action, and simply input variable with the session, taking session host UID and user UID and display name, enter message, and send. That's it. So no JavaScript. And then let's take a look at home servlet. Home servlet will be uh, list all user registered in the database, real-time database. And here is calling a real-time database instance and recording the main node user Firebase home and declare list map user list in order to get all user list. And here a countdown latch to wait on synchronous call from Firebase real-time. Countdown latch here and then and set the database reference. And I'm using add value event listener. Add value event listener you can um, and try many times from the Firebase real-time database. So here's a two kind of method on data change, and then get the snapshot and add a chat message to the uh, map list, and then add a user list. And then let's download chat list. Okay, no problem. And then let's count down, and then try until Java servlet is done. And the let's countdown is wait, and then add a user list, and then user list set attribute. There's no request and forward. There's no send it redirect. Just calling from JSP page. Okay, and then let's go to host. Once you enter the host room, group chat, and then you taking the user UID. If null, go back, forward back to sign in page, and then host UID. So in order to save chat message within the group, and then set attribute host UID, and then showing a chat list by declaring list map and array list, and then calling the Firebase get instance. That's and then in here starting countdown latch, and then database reference, calling database reference, and also child node. So because the host ID is main node and chat Firebase home, and some node is the chat room, one of the chat room. Okay, here is add value event listener, and in order to save chat data, chat message, and here is a map string object, and snapshot get value, and add chat to the chat list. Let's countdown on continued, and error happens and countdown continue. Once the patching is done, and let's wait, and then servlet finalize a chat list set attribute, as there is no forward and no send redirect, just showing the host JSP that I showed before. Okay, and here another one is send servlet, which is actually save servlet, save chat message data using post method. And you need in order to save chat message, you need the host ID, username, and message, and then calling Firebase database get instance, and then setting chat Firebase home main node, and then set the host UID, which is a sub node for one of a group. And then this is, I'm going to take a millisecond for chat ID. And once you get the chat ID, and then declare a hash map of chat data, and chat data ID, username, and user UID, and message, and then save the chat ID is actually a long integer, the convert to string, which is message ID, and saving message set value asynchronously. And then once it is done, and send redirect a host room with the host UID, and then something error showing error, and then another error. This error will be invalid user UID. That's it. Okay, And then last one is delete message. Delete message is take chat message and then session on declare and then host message, host user, and Firebase declaring a Firebase get instance, and then chat main node of chat Firebase home, and then host UID of the group, and then chat ID, and then countdown let's start, and then remove the value. That's it. And then send the redirect. Once deleted message, send the redirect to host UID. Okay, let's get started. To apply to see Firebase web app. Okay, go to home page. Actually, this is I divided by index page and home page. Without logging in, you can get the home page. When you click home page, it'll show it'll redirect to a sign in page. One sign in page, so you can enter sign in. But let's see how many users are there. Just one user here. I'm going to create one more user. Just test user. Sign up. Test user name. Just test user. Phone number 200-300-4000, and an email test user.com, and then just simple password. Then sign up. And once you sign up, the Firebase admin SDK successfully create a user UID. So still you need to enter this room. So before signing in, you can get the home page. So you need to sign in, test user.com, and sign in. And then once you sign in, this app shows your profile and your UID, and then go to home page, and then you see here 3 users are here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I already create a different UID. Okay, let's go to this room and join host. Okay, here's a many message already there, so you can delete this message. Simply delete. It's like a real chat app without any JavaScript. Delete and delete. I'm going to add how are you doing today. Enter, just showing a message, and then go back to home. So and then another message. This is you. Room number is room is another test user, but UID and your user UID are different. And go back to home, and another room, join host. I see still there here. So I am doing good. Enter, and so heavy snow here, something like that. That's it. It's a real simple chat application, and write, read, and everything. And then go to Firebase console, real-time database, and you see 2 kind of node. One is the chat Firebase home node and user base home node. There is a user subscription is here, and then another node is here, and display name, email, phone number, photo, your UID, and then here chat Firebase home, and then there are another chat message here, and message and username, user UID. That's it for Firebase real-time database by using Java web app without any JavaScript complicated, just using Java server class. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you later.